Ben from Snowy's here, folks. Today, taking you for a walkthrough through the Saber Hard Shell Rooftop tent from 23Zero.
Hit it.
The Saber Rooftop tent is an easy setup tent that fits nice and low profile on any vehicle, great for touring couples. So before we get into all the fun features, we'll cover off on dimensions and weight. So when this is packed up, it's about 20 centimeters in height, so pretty low profile on your roof. About 230 centimeters from end to end, plus a little bit for the handles and brackets on the ends there, and about 140 centimeters in width, plus a little bit with the struts and things that stick out of the side. Folded up like this, about 163 centimeters or thereabouts. And one of the probably important things to note is it's quite heavy. It's 108 kilos just for the tent itself, but if you include everything that's included, which includes all the bars and accessories and ladder, you're up to almost about 120 to 125 kilos for the whole kit. So really important to have a look at your vehicle's roof load rating to make sure this is suitable for your vehicle. Many dual cabs will have a little bit more on a canopy that can go on the back of a dual cab that will allow for this, but a lot of vehicles will only have about 100 kilos, so this might be a little bit heavier than you can afford on your car. Jump into materials, first starting with the exterior. This is a powder coated aluminium on the outside here. So it's all aluminium covering on the outside and the same as the base. And you get these roof rails, you get 3 roof rails included. So we've got one in the middle, one at the top and one down the bottom there. They're all included. They're an aluminium roof rail with steel brackets on the side here. These steel brackets just fit into these channels, M8 channels on the side. Now these have about a 20 kilo weight rating, these rails here, so not a lot of weight that goes on top, but really ideal for a setup like we've got here. These aren't included. We've got a set of max tracks and a solar panel attached to the top here nice and easily. You've just got channels that sit in the top here, so you can just put a standard M8 bolt inside those channels to attach lightweight things on top, and they can then stay there while the tent is set up. Moving around, 280 GSM ripstop polycotton canvas, and this has got the LST technology in it, so light suppression technology in it, which is going to cut out all the light and make it nice and dark inside the tent. That's the same, that's in the inner fabric there. So it's going to be nice and dark inside the tent, so you can sleep in easily in the mornings. Ultra fine mesh on the doors to keep the insects at bay. Don't know whether it's midge proof. Midges seem to get through anything, but it is nice and fine. Good balance of durability and insect protection there. An 8 centimeter, well, they call it rebound foam, but it just feels like standard foam to me, but it's an 8 centimeter mat inside there and a 1 centimeter condensation mat underneath that. This just allows airflow under the mat so that if you do get condensation build up on the bottom panel here, it doesn't wet the mat. This just gives a bit of a barrier between those two. Just coming back up the top, there is kind of a bit of a fly sheet over here. This is actually sewn in. All of this fabric underneath here, there's actually a zip that runs right around the top here. You can't quite see it in the camera there, so you can actually zip this right out if you need it. Don't know why you need to do that, but a zip runs right around the top there. But this is the same 280 GSM ripstop polycotton canvas. A couple of flexible steel poles here just to hold the sort of little awning out the end here. And all the components that are within the actual the brackets and things, these are all stainless steel components, so good quality, heavy duty components. Coming just down to the floor here, I'll show you what else comes included with the tent. So you do get the ladder here. Now this doesn't stow with the tent, this stows externally to the tent. So you want to put this inside the car or perhaps strap it on top of the roof rack on those 3 bars on the top if you like. And you get all these things on the floor here. So this is the rubber stripping that you get that goes in those roof bars, or you could even put it on the rails that run, or the strips that run around the side here, because this is all the same M8 channels that run around the side here. They're most relevant for these brackets that come inside the bag here that all come with it. Now these are for the ladder, so you would attach this wherever you want the ladder, and the ladder's got these hooks on the top, so you can just hook the ladder on the side. Now the ladder doesn't actually support the tent, it just hangs on the side and allows you access in and out. You do also get some of these little mounting loops, so these are probably most relevant for the roof bars that go up on top. That slides in those channels, allows you to tie things down, easily tie things down. Good for, say, a stand-up paddleboard or a surfboard or something on top of the tent there. And you do get some keys. Well, this one has some keys, but I have heard stories about slightly different latches. We'll go on a bit more of that shortly. And these are the brackets. You get various mounting brackets, M8 bolts and things here to be able to attach the vehicle to your car. We'll have a video on setup and pack down where we go into a bit more on that in detail, so check that out if you want to know a little bit more about that, but we're just touching on details or features here today. A bag just to store the flexible poles at the front here, which we'll show you how they attach shortly, or actually we'll show you that also in our setup and pack down video. And I'm just going to reach inside here and grab this elastic strap, which you also get with it. I'll leave that inside because I'll show you more on what that does shortly while I'm inside the tent. That's what comes with it. Just into more interesting stuff now, the features. So just having a look at the outside. If we just jump down to the front here, we do just up underneath here have a little zippered section. That's a little power inlet port there, so we can get power inside the tent. These are double doors here, so you've got mesh and solid panels on this door here, mirrored on the other side. Up above that, this sort of awning canopy here that sticks out over the end here. This can be folded away. There's these flexible poles that just sit here to hold it out, but that creates a little bit of shelter over here. So you could actually have this end door undone or just mesh while it's raining potentially. This is going to protect this from rain, and you're still going to get ventilation inside the tent. This has got both a mesh and a solid panel at the top here rolled up at the moment. And this door here actually has, this is a cool feature that's in a few of the 23Zero products. On the bottom is this sort of stiffening bar here. You can see there's a bar there. So instead of Velcro on the bottom, they've just used this bar. So when this is done up, it doesn't actually have to stick with Velcro at the base there. This just stops it from flapping around. We've got a light inside there at the moment. The cord's getting in the way, but this stops it from flapping around too much rather than a Velcro tab on the bottom. Just coming around to get you in the tent. So normally you would, if this was up on top of the vehicle, you'd need the ladder to get in. As I mentioned, that you get brackets with this ladder and you can attach it anywhere on these channels around the side here. So you can have loops on here. So you crawl up inside the tent here with that ladder. And coming inside here, firstly space. So one thing I do notice when you come inside, because it's all kind of lined, is the noise suppression. It's no echoing or it's quite quiet inside here. But you've got an 8cm mattress that we're sitting on here. So a nice firm, comfortable mattress, and it's about 220 centimeters in length, about 130 centimeters in width. So a good amount for a couple to sleep in. Height-wise, heaps of height at the point. Obviously, it comes up to a triangle there as a point, but it's about 156 centimeters thereabouts at the point there. So I feel like we've got plenty of head space. You could sit end to end here, two people play a game and still have a bit of space. So plenty of room inside the tent. If I lie down, I'll show you. Now I'm 185 centimeters. So if I lie down, my main concern with these is this kind of pointy section at the end there, whether I would have foot room. So if I lie flat, I've got head space. This is close to my head here, and my feet are, I've got big shoes on. I'm a size 12 shoe, so my toes are just touching the end there. So a good amount of space given the slopey ends of the tent. I would say some of them are a little bit shorter than that, but I feel like I sleep pretty comfortably in here, and this mat is certainly quite comfortable. Sitting up, no problem at all. I can sit up and you have plenty of clearance for my head as I sit up. I'm not ducking as I sit up. Looking at the features inside, we've got this is not included. This light is just ours that we've got in here at the moment. There is a pole that comes with it, this pole here, which is just there for support. This collapses down. The tent holds itself up largely by itself. That's just there for an extra bit of stability to stop that from collapsing down should there be a heavy wind or anything. There's no vents at the high end apart from this mesh panel here. It's a bit hard to see. If I flick this light around, you might notice, but that's a mesh panel there. That's the high level vent, but not on the sides, but that's still quite a big panel there. So going to allow plenty of ventilation. Coming down to the bottom corner of the tents here, we've got a little hanging pocket. So you can store things in there, and you've got that little power access point there that I talked about before. Coming across, you've got this felt sort of covering on top of, or on the inner lining of the outer here, and attached to that is this Velcro pouch. So this is just Velcro around the sides and along the middle here. So that just Velcros on there. So you wouldn't want to put too much heavy stuff in there because it may come off, but you can put light stuff, just store a few necessities in there. And then you've also got a PVC pouch there, so you can put your iPad or whatever in there and watch some movies if that's what you do when you're camping. On the opposite side, another one of those storage pockets and another power access point there. And creeping around even further, you can see all of this has got that light suppression technology on there. It's all seam sealed. You've got another double door on this side here, which can fold down and be secured by these tabs here, so it's not going to roll away or not going to flap down the side. And then at this end here, once again, this is the light that we've got in here. Underneath that, we've got the double door. So this has got the mesh open, and you can see the canvas on the outside there. Now, one of the benefits of these hard shell tents is, or this one in particular, is you can pack it up with bedding inside. So you can actually fit a little bit of bedding in here, provided you use this mattress. But there is an upgrade version, upgrade that you can get with this, and that is the 23Zero inner sprung mattress here. It's an extra cost, it's an extra product. You can put this inside for the luxury of comfort inside your rooftop tent, but if you have that in there, you're not going to be able to pack it up with bedding inside as well. Now, we do have another video on the setup and pack down of this tent here, so check that out if you want to see us fold this up with bedding and stuff inside, see how easy it is. But that is all the features of the 23Zero Saber Hard Shell Rooftop Tent. A great option for a couple who are touring the country. Check them out online at snowies.com.au, where you find them at the lowest prices every day. If you have any questions though, let us know down in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel for all of our latest and greatest information, or check out some other rooftop tents like these ones down here.